your turn to join the tens of thousands of women who've broken free of constant anxiety and embarrassment. So let's get started. Like I said earlier, I'm Jennifer. I'm a 48-year-old mom of 2 living in the Dallas suburbs. And after I gave birth to my second child, let's just say my vagina was not the same. Things felt looser. And this is when I started to deal with bladder issues like leakage too. Now, at first, it was just a small dribble here and there when I'd laugh too hard at a joke or do cardio at the gym. But as years went by, those little accidents started happening more frequently. When I drove over a bumpy road, when I stood up too quickly from the couch, even totally out of the blue when I hadn't done anything at all. I'd feel my pee just trickle out of me like I was a broken faucet. I'd be frantically rushing to the nearest bathroom before a visible wet spot formed on my pants. Always cleaning myself in the stall and changing my pads or panty liners. Before too long, the leaks were a regular part of my life, and it was so embarrassing. Sometimes I'd wake up in the morning with pee spots on my pajamas. I felt like I couldn't wear light colors anymore because I didn't want anyone to notice my visible stains. And forget jumping on the trampoline with my kids or going for long weekend hikes with friends. Even sitting through a 2-hour movie felt risky, and I virtually stopped making love with my husband, which made me feel the furthest thing from attractive. Over the years, as the problem worsened, I became desperate to make it stop. I did awkward Kegel reps multiple times a day until I was red-faced. I tried stuff like meditating, breathing, and even weird types of yoga. But after months of squeezing and releasing, I still leaked every time I sneezed or bent over. But then, in a moment of madness, I even considered getting surgery on my urinary tract. But the thought of going under the knife for an extremely risky procedure, plus the real chance of infection or something going wrong down there, made me change my mind. But at this point, 7 agonizing years of leakage accident had passed. As the years ticked by, my bladder issues only amplified, destroying my social life, my self-confidence, my sex life, and any shred of dignity I had left. And then came the moment I'd been dreading the most. My 30-year high school reunion party. Even though I was worried about my pee leaks, I was still excited to go and see my old friends. I plastered a smile on my face as I made small talk with former classmates, laughing along to jokes I could barely hear over the sound of my pounding heart. I made sure I was never more than 20 feet away from the bathroom, just in case I had a sudden urge to pee. But after an hour of reminiscing with old friends, my worries finally started to fade, and I actually began to enjoy the fun. And then it happened. I was showing everyone pictures of my kids and getting caught up in the gossip when, out of nowhere, someone shared an absolutely hilarious story about the time our senior prank went horribly wrong. The entire room erupted in belly laughs as she recounted every mortifying detail. I threw my head back, feeling happier than I had in months. And suddenly, I felt this warm rush between my legs that I was powerless to stop or control. I looked down in horror to see a growing wet patch spreading down my light blue jeans. My hands fruitlessly tried to cover the area, but I could feel the pee running down my thighs. My vision tunneled as every eye in the room turned towards me. I could see the smirks and raised eyebrows of my former classmates. Keeping my head down, I rushed towards the exit, praying I could make it to the bathroom before my pants were completely soaked. And then, sitting on the toilet and trying to hold the tears from running down my cheeks, I heard 2 shrill voices right outside the door.
Did you see her pee her pants? We need to get that girl a diaper.
At that moment, I'd never felt more lonely, defective,